I was super happy that he's involved because he's, the man that every man aspires to be.
Congratulations on another fabulous Sonic film.
Thank you very much.
And you played double duty in this role. Talk to me about playing these dual roles.
Well, double your villains, double your fun. It was really technically challenging and amazing, and I got to play two delineated characters and try to make them real and their relationship real. But and I also had a wonderful acting partner for the piece, Brendan Murphy, who selflessly learned both roles. So when I was Robotnik, he was Gerald, and when I was Gerald, he was Robotnik. And I'd tell him, okay, this is what I plan to do tomorrow, possibly, and he'd do that. And then when I was Gerald, I would say, this is what I remember that I did yesterday. It was wild.
That is wild, and you couldn't even tell. Like, your transformation was wild. Can you talk to me about the transformation, being involved in the prosthetics of it all?
Yes, of course. Mark Coulier, a wonderful Academy Award-winning makeup artist, and his gang, we had the best time ever. And the makeup trailer was a wild place on this movie.
The belly, Jim.
Yeah, it was fantastic, and we had a wonderful time. But he designed a fantastic makeup, really truly beautiful. Even the hands, we had hand kind of glove attachments that were glued to my hands that made aged my hands, and it was that helped a lot to get into the character for sure. And then Ellie Baker's costume design was absolutely fabulous, and it was hard to lug around, but boy, it really did the trick. So that was helpful. And then then there's the inner life of the characters, and I think Gerald finds out in this movie that he may be outmatched in the mean department.
That's right. I mean, you were great in both parts.
Thank you.
One of your biggest fans, Ariana Grande, just made her film debut
in
Wicked, and I want to know.
I haven't had a chance to see it yet, and I can't wait to see it.
Oh my God.
I can't wait to see it.
Amazing.
Well, she's just extraordinary. She's an extraordinary person.
Could we ever see her make a cameo in a Sonic film?
I'd love it. I'd love it. I'd love to do anything with her. I'd love to do anything with her. She's fantastic, and I'm so happy for her success in the Wicked film. So I can't wait to see it.
It's amazing. It's great. Yeah. And this year marks 30 years.
Does she sing in it?
Does she sing?
Okay.
Jim,
good.
You got to see it.
I was hoping.
You got to know the songs before you would really get into it. This year marks 30 years of some of your most epic films: Ace Ventura, The Mask, Dumb and Dumber. And I want to know, if any, which character would you like to jump back into?
Oh gosh, to retrace my steps, who knows? Maybe I could do another Dumb and Dumber and call it Gum and Gummer. Because now they're just too old.
So good. Put on your Gerald costume, and then we got it.
There you go. There you go.
That's so good. Keanu said you were an absolute genius in this. What was it like working with him again?
Well, we didn't work in the same space. He was doing the voiceover work and stuff, but when I heard it, I was like, that is so in the pocket and perfect. I mean, this beautiful stoic, nature that he has, and he really elevated it completely from what I was even thinking it could be. So I was super happy that he's involved because he's, the man that every man aspires to be. And he holds the key to the essence of the fabric of the zeitgeist or something. Anyway,
I love it.
He's very cool, and I think, it's just another cool move in a lifetime of cool moves for him.
All right.
From Access.
Yes, Access Hollywood, all the way from LA, you guys.
Oh my goodness,
Yes.
How was the flight?
It was good. First time in London, so I'm feeling
cool.
good.
Great.
I know, it's
Welcome.
nice. I love it. Well, congratulations on this. I mean, why is this going to be a must-see for the Sonic fans out there?
What do you think, Keanu Reeves? I'll take it from here.
Yes,
I
thank you.
think it's because there's a lot of action. It's a lot of heart. We have Keanu playing, I think, one of the most fan-favorite characters in the whole franchise. And we have everything you love, twice the Jim Carreys, and we're growing the story. Each Sonic seems to get bigger and more exciting. But let's hear what Canadian love man Keanu Reeves
And you
has to
get
say.
so much Sonic.
There's a lot of Sonic
There's
in
a
this
lot
one.
of Sonic.
There's a lot of Sonic in this one.
I think the obviously the physical production, the action, and I think the ambition. The kind of
That's
dramatic
absolutely right.
ambition and some of the themes of friendship, of acceptance, finding your best self
Yeah.
through conflict. different kinds of conflict.
Yeah, I think I think the audience is maturing with the
Yeah.
themes that we're coming up with, and it's so exciting.
It's so exciting.
And funny.
Oh my goodness.
Don't forget funny.
Yeah.
Don't forget funny. And voicing the characters of Shadow and Sonic, how fun was it to go head to head together?
Well,
Oh wow.
it's not really a fair fight, is it?
This is whenever he gets serious, he plays with the bottom of his beard.
Yeah,
This is his tell in
right.
poker
This
too.
is- it is.
When he's
It's
getting
terrible.
serious.
I still win, though.
I would not say that Shadow's always going to win. I don't think Shadow would always win. I think Sonic has things that are. He's very. I mean, he's the ultimate life form. Shadow is right.
Yeah.
And Sonic, I think, is very powerful in his own right. I think Shadow brings out the most in Sonic. Sonic has never had to be so strong or rely on friends more than when Shadow's there.
There's something funny about America's Sweetheart playing a villain role.
He's also from Canada.
Right. So how was it stepping into that role? I love the Canadian talk. I love it.
Aren't you Canadian?
No way. You kidding me?
Oh, wait, you're
You think
from
I
the
love Tim
Bro-
Hortons and say a boot all the time?
Yeah.
Have I said sorry to you today?
No.
No, then I'm not Canadian.
Maybe you should start.
Maybe you should start. As America's Sweetheart stepping into this villain Shadow role, talk to me about joining this franchise.
It's a lot of fun. It was just, yeah, it was great. I mean, working with Jeff Fowler, the director, having the opportunity to kind of try and play Shadow and reach for it, and you know, reading the script, seeing the interactions, and getting to voice that, and then to actually see it come to life in a way.
I think
it's
also
really
what
cool.
Keanu has to do in this film, the first film for any of the voice actors is the hardest. You have to establish the voice. And he's coming into a character that people love. So there's a lot of pressure on him, and he delivered in such a real way, but this is the hardest one for any of us to do, because it's him learning what he's gonna make of the character, and he did such an incredible job. As someone who's been doing voice for a very long time, I'm enamored with his performance. I can't wait to play against it. So the fans are gonna be very happy.
I love it. Do you think there was any correlation between John Wick and Shadow at all?
Who is John Wick? People keep bringing up John Wick.
It's this fictional character.
Okay,
that
is he like a cool dude that doesn't hurt anybody?
Almost.
Okay, almost.
Close.
All right, sounds
But it
cool.
doesn't want, well, he doesn't want to. Anyway, what was the question?
Well, just do you think there was any correlation between John Wick
No,
and
I think
Shadow?
there's universal themes in the Sonic films, and I think even by the character's name, Shadow, and how it's presented, it involves and invites us all to think about our shadow selves, and how do we work with that? How do we express it? How do we take care of it, and nurture and come to love?
I love that.
You know.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Congratulations on
Thank-
that.